Welcome to the Isle of Knowledge, where knowledge is power. Today we dive into the topic of cholesterol, the elusive molecule that holds the key to our heart health. Get ready to expand your understanding of this vital substance, as we unravel its mysteries and explore the role it plays in our lives. A French doctor and chemist, François de La Salle, is believed to be the first one who identified a solid form of cholesterol in the 1760s. Since he didn't publish his works, attribution and exact dating are known only roughly. But the role of cholesterol in the human body, and its impact on health, was not fully understood until the early 20th century. In 1913, Russian scientist Nikolai Anishkov conducted a series of experiments that linked cholesterol to heart disease. In his research, he fed cholesterol to rabbits, and found that it caused animals to develop fatty deposits in their arteries. In the 1950s and 1960s, American scientists Ansel Keys and Jeremiah Stamler expanded the earlier works related to cholesterol. They conducted large population studies that looked at the relationship between diet, lifestyle, and heart disease across 7 countries, and found a strong link between cholesterol levels and heart disease. Their pioneering works helped to establish the link between high cholesterol and heart disease as we know it today. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, in the United States, 12% of people older than 20 years had high cholesterol in the year 2015. The World Health Organization estimates that higher cholesterol levels are responsible for 2.6 million worldwide deaths each year. Cholesterol is a waxy, fat-like substance that is found in the bloodstream and in all of our cells. Regardless of its bad name, cholesterol is essential for life in many ways. It is an essential component of cell membranes, and is used to make hormones, vitamin D, and bile acids. Among all the compounds in our body, cholesterol is the most widely discussed, and the subject of much research. Despite being a household name, there is much misinformation surrounding this fatty substance. Let's dive into facts from fallacies related to cholesterol today. One of the most popular misconceptions is that all types of cholesterol are bad. However, it's not true. There are good ones as well. There are 2 basic types of cholesterol: low-density lipoprotein, LDL in short, and high-density lipoprotein, HDL in short. LDL is often referred to as bad cholesterol, because it carries cholesterol from the liver to cells and the bloodstream. Too much of LDL in the bloodstream increases the thickness of artery walls, making them narrower, and increasing the risk of heart disease. Therefore, it is perfectly natural to be afraid of this type of cholesterol. In contrast, high-density lipoprotein is often referred to as good cholesterol, because it helps to remove bad cholesterol from the bloodstream by transporting cholesterol back to the liver. This can lower the risk of heart disease. So it is not the cholesterol, but the type of it that we have to be aware of before coming to a conclusion about its impact on our well-being. Another popular misconception is that if the weight is right, no need to worry about cholesterol. But in reality, a healthy weight will not necessarily prevent you from having high cholesterol. A person can be born with a genetic tendency to not process cholesterol efficiently. This is called familial hypercholesterolemia, and it might be as common as 1 in 200. As per the experts, cholesterol levels are affected by genetics, thyroid function, medications, exercise, sleep, and diet. People who have a healthy weight might have high cholesterol levels, while some overweight people may have the perfect level of cholesterol. So the right weight alone can be misleading. Another widespread false belief comes with symptoms. Some people believe that if the cholesterol level is high, symptoms will tell us the story. However, the fact of the matter is that in most cases, high cholesterol will not cause symptoms. As per health experts, the only symptoms cholesterol can be associated with would be late symptoms, such as strokes, blood vessel damage, and blockage, which could cause chest pain, heart attack, or even sudden death. So don't wait for symptoms, it might be too late. How many times have you heard people complain, even though they are not eating cholesterol-rich food, still their cholesterol levels are high? It is true that foods with high cholesterol, such as red meat, eggs, and shrimp, can contribute to high cholesterol levels. But saturated and trans fats are the main dietary culprits. Cholesterol is an animal product, so foods that contain saturated fat will not only increase cholesterol, but increase specifically the LDL, which known as bad cholesterol, which then gets deposited in the arterial wall of our blood vessels, and cause strokes. On the other hand, eating simple carbohydrates could result in higher cholesterol levels as well. So the relationship between food intake and the level of cholesterol is a little more complex than one might expect. Another popular fallacy is that we all should aim for the same level of cholesterol. However, as per medical experts, any individual's target level of cholesterol is based on various different factors, like whether that person has a history of certain diseases like heart attack, high blood pressure, and of course age of the person. As per the guideline published by the American College of Cardiology, for those who have not had any cardiovascular problems, the bad cholesterol level should be less than 100 mg per deciliter. But if that person has a history of heart attack, stroke, or other arterial vascular diseases, and especially if he has diabetes, the LDL target should be less than 70 mg per deciliter. So there is no universally accepted threshold level of cholesterol. Your doctor is the best one who can guide you on this. Another persistent myth is that only men need to worry about cholesterol. However, the truth is both men and women are vulnerable to cholesterol-related diseases, and both can develop high cholesterol. Importantly, women's risk for heart disease increases after menopause, due to a drop in estrogen levels. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in the USA, from 2015 to 2018, the prevalence of high total cholesterol was 10.5% in men, and 12.1% in women. Women, especially after losing the protective effects of estrogens, begin to accelerate their risk of heart disease, and develop the same risk as men. As you are already aware, heart disease is the leading cause of death globally, and affects both men and women. Therefore, having a healthy cholesterol level is important for both genders to maintain good cardiovascular health. We hope this video has helped dispel some of the myths surrounding cholesterol, and has given you a clearer understanding of this important aspect of your health. By making simple lifestyle changes, such as maintaining a healthy diet low in saturated and trans fats, and engaging in regular physical activity, you can help keep your cholesterol levels in check. Don't let the fallacies surrounding cholesterol hold you back from taking control of your health. The power to improve your cholesterol levels and reduce your risk of heart disease is in your hands. So, take charge and make a commitment to a healthier tomorrow. Until next time, we wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing, which means a lot to me. I love to see your thoughts in the comment section.